For our Jewish friends on this call, I wish you all just continued blessing as you journey through the high holy days. As I mentioned to a dear friend earlier, I hope you all are doing your preparation for atonement well, because I know that's coming up. And just know that you create a great example for the rest of us about that universal human need. So great blessing. It is such a joy to be able to welcome my dear friend and sister, Dr. Nahid Angha, into this circle. She's going to be sharing a poem from this book, Ecstasy, which she gave me, this copy, I think somewhere in the neighborhood of 20 years ago. She shared the poem that she is going to be sharing at an Interfaith gathering for peace outside the Marin Civic Center. And at the end of the reading, and at the end of the ceremony, I went up to her and said, I would love to get a copy of that poem and that book. And in her usual gracious and generous spirit, she simply handed me her copy. And I think that says an enormous amount about Nahid's presence in the world. She has enough honors to run several pages, but I think most importantly, she has such an extraordinarily good heart and brilliant mind. She's written and spoken extensively all over the world about Sufism and the Sufi path. Her father was a revered Sufi teacher in Iran, Maulana Shah Maghsood. She is the first woman to be handed the mantle of being a spiritual teacher in that tradition. And she and her husband, Dr. Ali Kianfar, are the co-founders and leaders of the International Association for Sufism, which is in its 21st year of bringing Sufis and other people of faith from all over the world together on an annual basis to share in this journey into the heart of the beloved. So there's much more to be said. The website is ias.org. I would encourage you, when you have a moment, to dip into that and just see all that is available through the extraordinary work of this organization. And Nahid, I would invite you to say anything you would like as an introduction at this point, and to read the poem you have selected.
Thank you so much, Reverend Charles Gibbs, first for the invitation, and second for this wonderful introduction. You forgot that telling everybody that I'm also 25 years old.
True.
And I have accomplished all these things in the last 2 years. Thank you so much. You have been a good brother to me for a long, long time. I think we have known each other for eternity. I would like to read, well, this is the next copy. That is the, I think, third publication or edition of this. I would like to read these verses from Izzeddin Nasafi, who was a Sufi master of the 13th century, simply because my dearest, dearest brother, Reverend Charles Gibbs, loves this poem. So that is how much friendship and love can go. So he wrote, Izzeddin Nasafi wrote a book dedicated to perfect human. And the book is a huge book. It is a very big book, many hundreds of pages, and it does have 23 huge chapters. In one of the sessions, this is what he said. He said, my friends, love makes the world of creation a possibility and the ecstasy of ascension a will. Look around yourself and see a universe saturated by the fragrance of love. If there was no love and the endurance for such longing, then who could beautify words into majestic melodies? If there was no breeze to gracefully caress the hair of the beloved, then how could the lover see the revealing face of the beloved? Such longing is to gracefully return to the provider in the state of perfection. My friends, do not become a slave of worship, but understand the meaning of worship. Understand the meaning of divine and practice to be pious and peaceful. Become a true human being, as becoming a true human being is the key to salvation. My friends, if you have chosen an inner path, remember that we are all travelers. Our moments are passing and we are passing with them. Your wealth will not remain forever and your pain will not last. So do not become a slave to your wealth nor to your pain. If you are a person of an inner path, then you are a person of peace. Then make peace with yourself and make peace with your surrounding. This is such a beautiful passage. And there are one or two things, before Charles, you ask me, there are one or two things that he says in this passage that it worth reflection. One, he says, become a true human being. The definition of human being in the discipline of science is very clear cut, but probably the definition of human being in the world of the spiritual is a little bit different. So he's talking about becoming a human being. So it means that there is a process that we have to go through. And that is the key to salvation, not simply being a human being, that we walk on 2 feet and we have intellectual possibilities. Then he says, if you have chosen an inner path, it means there is that choice that you can choose an inner path. And if you have chosen an inner path, then remember that time is passing so fast. So do not dwell on just choice. Do something about that choice. And the final thing that he says, if you are a person of inner path, it means that you have made your choice and now you are a practitioner. Then if you are that person, then you must be a person of peace. First, make peace with yourself, and then make peace with your surrounding. And he does not say make peace with other people. He says make peace with your surroundings. So everything should be at peace with you.